afternoon, kindergartners.
Good afternoon, Miss Ronigan.
I am so excited for another fun day of science. Everyone say whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
We have been learning about some really important stuff. It's important because we talk about it every day at school. We talk about it when we get dressed in the morning. We talk about how it feels around us. We know what to wear. We know what it's going to be like outside. So we've been talking about something that starts with the what is it? The weather. Amazing. Yesterday, we got to see a special tool that meteorologists use. Those are the people who tell us all about the weather. It starts with a like a thumb. What's it called? Thermometer. Let's say it one more time. Ready? Thermometer. The thermometer has something that's red in the middle. When the mercury goes up, it's getting hotter. When the mercury goes down, it's getting colder. Okay, take your fingers. Pretend you're the mercury inside the thermometer. You point up, ready? When the mercury goes up, it's getting hotter. When the mercury goes down, it's getting colder. Amazing job, everyone. We're going to keep learning about even more with the weather. We talked about the different kinds of weather. This is the weather that we see. When we go outside and we look up in the sky, it's not always how it feels on your body. It helps, but it's always what we see when we look up in the sky. So this first one starts with a, what is it? Sunny. Can someone describe? They're going to use their words and describe to me, what does sunny weather look like? If you have an idea, give me a thumbs up. Yes, what does sunny weather look like? Yeah, use your words. What kind of words would you say?
I like sunny.
Sunny. How could you describe it? Tell me what color it is, what shape,
Yellow.
what
Circle.
circle, and what color did you say?
Yellow.
Yellow. It would be a yellow circle. Give me a thumbs up if she's right. She is. The one over here starts with cloudy. Think in your brains. Give me a thumbs up. What does cloudy weather look like? I want you to use your words to describe it to me. Yes, what does cloudy weather look like?
Gray.
Gray, exactly. What other kind of words could you use to describe it?
Cold.
Maybe a little bit cold, because what is it covering?
The
The sun. Take your hands. Go like this. Because pretend your face is the sunshine. Clouds cover the sun. Okay, let's see if he's right. Give him a thumbs up if he's described it. He did. Awesome. This one over here starts rainy. Who could use their words to describe what does this kind of weather look like? Yes. What does it look like? Pretend my eyes were closed and I couldn't see it. What would you tell me? What would you tell me? What does it look like? Exactly, it's blue drops that fall down from the sky. Amazing. Okay, get ready to give him a thumbs up if he's got it. Get your thumbs ready, friends. Exactly. To have rain, we also need something in the sky that covers the sun. It's called a cloud. Awesome. So those two kinds of weather, they go together. So whenever we see rain, we see that there's a cloud that the rain comes from. This next one also starts with a snow. That's kind of the weather that's on the ground right about now. It's not always what comes down from the sky, but it's most likely on the ground this time of year. Who could describe that weather with their words of what it looks like? Yes.
The snow comes down from the clouds.
Yes, it comes down from the clouds. What color about is it?
White.
Yes. Okay, get ready to give him a thumbs up if he's right. He sure is. This last one starts with the windy. Who could use their words, only their words, to tell me what this weather looks like? Yes. What does it look like? in your brain. What does this weather look like?
Well, that the trees start moving and then when it gets into the morning, maybe when the storm comes.
Yeah, the trees start moving, leaves are blowing. That is perfect. Let's see if he described it. Get ready with your thumbs. He did. Sometimes you can't always see it. It's not always the big line that moves things, but you can see it if you look up in the tops of the trees. Sometimes the leaves on the branches, you can see it swaying back and forth. Amazing. We also talked about forecasting. Say forecasting. Good, say it one more time because it's a tricky word. Forecasting. Awesome. Forecasting. We did it on Monday, the first day of this unit of science. We talked about forecasting by predicting what the weather is going to be like today. So we predicted it for the whole entire week. We might have been right, we might have been wrong, but that is just a guess. So we decided that weather on Monday is cloudy, and it was cloudy. Then yesterday we looked at the weather, we decided it was sunny. All right, I want you to think in your brain. You can look outside if you need to. What is the weather like today? If you have an idea, give me your hands on your shoulders. So friends at home, think about what the weather is like. Hands on your shoulders. What is the weather like today? Yes, what's the weather like?
Sun and cloudy.
Oh, yeah, Parker, what's the weather like? Ooh, yes, it is cloudy. Take your hands. Put them above your face. Cloudy. Who can describe, how could I draw cloudy weather? Corbin. How could I draw cloudy weather? How could I do it?
A lot of clouds.
Oh, lots of clouds. And I would put them, would you see a sun? No, sometimes you might see the sun behind the clouds, but sometimes, just like today, it's kind of all covered up. So I'm going to draw, just like Monday's weather, some clouds. But today we have lots of clouds. So I'm going to draw 2 clouds. I'm going to draw my line, and I'm going to label just the first letter. It makes the what sound? Which is the letter C. Yep, go ahead. I'm going to make the letter C. Tomorrow, we are going to draw what the weather is going to be like that day as well. Take your hands, go. Zoop. Because we talked about what the weather looks like, what it feels like, and now we are going to talk about the different seasons. So I want you to close your eyes and visualize. What do you know about seasons? Think in your brain, what do you know? Seasons. When you have an idea, you've pictured in your brain, give me a thumbs up. What do you know about seasons? Mara, what do you know about seasons?
The leaves are falling.
Ooh, maybe sometimes leaves are falling. Do you know what season that is, Mara?
Fall.
Exactly. It is called fall. Everyone say fall.
Fall.
We know it's fall because we see the leaves falling. Amazing. So fall. What is another season that you know of, James?
Well, it is about it, but it's not one of them.
Okay.
I know that the seasons go back and forth, change, and they also go back and forth every year.
Awesome. So just like the leaves have different cycles and change and move, the seasons change throughout the year. It's not always the same season all year long. Especially in Minnesota, we get to see a lot of different kinds of seasons, which makes it so special. So seasons change. Amazing. What other seasons, or what other things do you know about seasons? Wyatt?
It can be snowy, it can be fall, it can be summer, it can be. Which season is that at this time?
That one. Oh, raise your hand if you have an idea of what season it is. Oh, I'll call on the friend who's sitting on their pockets. Yes, Jason.
My favorite, snowy.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you like the snowy season, but which season has the rain? And it has the little buds start to form on the trees? Mara?
It is summer.
Close. It's right before summer. James?
It's spring.
Spring. Everyone say spring.
Spring.
Awesome. So spring is when sometimes it might be really rainy. Rainy might be spring. Snowy. Can anyone remind me what season do we think the snow is in? Aylin.
The sky.
Oh, it's in the sky. Yes, but what's the season called? Olive?
Winter.
Everyone say winter.
Winter.
Amazing. So we have fall, winter, spring. We had another one. A friend said it. Starts with a. It's a time when we don't have school. It's called summer. Everyone say summer. That is a time where lots of friends enjoy going outside. Maybe they might go swimming in a pool or a lake. And that is summer. So there's how many seasons of the year? 4. I have a special video for you to watch all about seasons. It's a special and very catchy season.
Here we go. 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 Seasons of the year. 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 Here comes the spring with the rain pouring down
that we have in Minnesota is all over the world. Sometimes different places won't always have snow, or they always don't have as much rain. But they always go through all those different seasons, and every season in Minnesota is a different kind of weather. So we're going to be thinking about what different kinds of weather each season has. With the rain, this one's called spring. Then next, we have a nice big sunshine. What's this one called? Summer. Then the trees start to turn colors with their leaves, and they fall to the ground. What's that season? Fall. Next, just like when we talked about the different kinds of leaves. Oh, wait 1 second. There starts to be snow and no more any leaves. What's this one called? Winter. So all of these seasons have different kinds of weather. Today, scientists, in your science notebook, you are going to open it up. Make sure you have your name on the front and it's colored so nicely. You are going to find the page that looks like this. This is the page we're going to do today. And our question that we're really focusing on answering and discovering is, what do thermometers look like through the seasons? Yesterday we talked about the different kinds of thermometers, and now we need to talk about what they look like in each season. So today in your science notebook, we are going to be talking about the different kinds of weather that the thermometer shows in each season. Remember, as the mercury goes up, it's getting hotter, and as the mercury goes down, it's getting colder. So summer is the warmest time in Minnesota. So we're going to take our thermometer. We need a color. What color do we use with our mercury? Red. I'm going to take my red. Do I start from the top? No. No, do I start in the middle?
No.
What about the bottom?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm going to start coloring my thermometer only in the inside, starting at the bottom. Remember, the middle line is like room temperature, which means that we don't probably need to wear a jacket when you are outside. So summer is the warmest time, so the temperature, the mercury in the thermometer should be the highest. Doesn't mean you need to make it all the way to the top, but it needs to be the highest one, the tallest one of all your thermometers. So I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to color at least to my line because then I know it's warm. It can get pretty warm, sometimes hot in summer. So I'm going to color it up a little bit past that line. I'm trying my best and I'm staying inside the lines. Next, I have the season with the, next over here I have seasons that the leaves are starting to fall to the ground. What's that one called? Fall. Ooh. Where do you think I should color my thermometer in the fall? Where do you think? Should I color it above the line, middle line, or below? Let's see. Parker, what do you think?
Below.
Below. Why do you think so?
Because it's kind of cold.
It is kind of cold. Sometimes we need jackets in fall. But is it the coldest season? No, the coldest season is when? Sure, so that one should be the lowest. So this one, I still need to start in the circle. I need to color in below that line, but not too far, because winter is still colder. All right. The next one I have with snowflakes. What's that season called? Winter. This season is the coldest. So my thermometer needs to be colored the lowest in this season. I start at the bottom. I'm going to color in that circle. Tell me when to stop. And, I have to color it up at least a little bit. But it has to be lower than this one. So tell me when I should stop. Okay, perfect. So I could do it there, or you could even do it a little bit low. But make sure that it's up at least a couple of the dashes in your thermometer. The last one starts with the spring. Spring, is it warmer or colder than summer? Exactly, it's colder. Sometimes you need to wear a rain jacket or still a jacket. Spring is right after winter, so it might still be a little chilly, not cold, but maybe cool. So I need to color it in between fall and summer. because it's almost the warmest, but not quite. So I'm going to color in my circle first. Then I'm going to color it all the way up. If I wanted, I could go all the way up to room temperature, because sometimes we need our jackets, but sometimes we don't. All the weather is always different. Not every day is the same. But make sure it is not higher than summer, because summer is the warmest month of our year. Capiche? Wonderful. So the very first thing you're going to do in your science notebook is open it up to find this page with all of the seasons and the thermometers. Color the thermometers for each color for the season. Make sure you think about what line should I stop at. When you are all done with your thermometer coloring, I want you to color every single season in with really nice colors. Think about when I see these things outside, what colors are they? When you are all done, I want you to flip through every other page to make sure it is nice and colored. And that is what we're going to do for science today. See you tomorrow, distance learners.